on the name tag, everyone will say what is the role. So your role is?
Just the role, not the description of the
Don't
role.
tell what is your mandate,
Yeah.
just tell the role, okay?
Yes, I'm the Student Association representative.
Alright, you are?
Educational think tank NGO.
Alright.
Journalist.
Journalist.
European Universities Association.
Right.
Head of Department of Higher Education from the Ministry of Education.
Alright.
Minister of Education.
Minister of Education.
He's my right hand, I'm the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
I am a Parliament member and head of the Education Commission.
Parliament, head of Educational Commission.
I'm the Dean.
Dean of Faculty.
World Bank.
World Bank representative.
Advisor to the Minister of Finance, budget consolidate.
Budget consolidate.
Okay, that's a good role.
She's a parent.
I'm a banker.
She's from the bank.
I'm manager of a private university.
Manager of a private university. Okay, guys.
Yes.
So, and I'm sorry, the missing link. Yeah. All right, and a student, right? So, guys, we have roles, right? And now we will launch the policy debate. And the policy debate will go like this. Everyone will have to stick to the roles in your paper. If it's written there what kind of role you should play, you play that role, right? Okay. If it doesn't, then you play whatever role you think it's appropriate. So, we will launch a policy debate. And the policy debate will be like this. Whoever wants to start the conversation and to address the issue will open a communication channel. Pay attention to this, right? So, you asked me for a communication channel and I'm giving the communication channel to you. Let's suppose that Slaja wants to ask something or to say something to whom? Make a choice.
To my colleague from the...
Okay, so she wants to say something to Students' Association. So she gives him the communication channel, she's telling him whatever she wants to say. Then the Students' Association maybe wants to address...
To whom?
To whom?
From the Parliament.
You want to address the Parliament. Then you take the thread and you give it to the Parliament. Right?
But I'm keeping this one, right?
But you're keeping this. So every time one of these comes to you, you keep it on your finger. Right? So, discussion, let's say, comes to you. He will address you and then you address whoever according to the discussion. If you want to enter into the game, to discuss, to talk, and you don't have access to communication channel because they don't want to give you the thread, then ask for another one. Right? We have two more. Is it clear how it goes?
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep this as it is. Let's suppose that the discussion started, and then now whoever wants to start to talk, you can start, or somebody else can start. You cannot start without having this, right?
We will be here to facilitate this.
Yeah,
so
we will
don't
move
have to move
the threads. You don't have to move, you just stay in the circle. So,
About the context, can I have some more?
yes, please.
So basically there is an education reform.
Yeah.
Students have to pay from now on.
Yeah.
That's the proposal. And who proposes this? The Parliament?
It is a proposal coming from the
Ministry.
Minister of Education, so from the government.
From my ministry, actually.
All right.
We have
My
a
team.
Prime Minister.
We
Go
all-
and join us as the Prime Minister.
We have a prime minister.
Yeah.
All right. Prime Minister is always late, as you know. So, is it clear for everyone how it goes?
Yes.
All right, guys. So, let's start the policy debate.
If someone else wants to start, then they just ask. If
So
you
color
already
doesn't
have...
have a meaning.
No, the
Color
colors
doesn't have
doesn't
meaning.
have meaning. Just if you want to speak, you need communication channel. Don't speak without having this, because you have to address someone and we want to follow the discussion, right? So, who wants to start?
Journalist?
So the minister wants to do what?
No, you can start parallelly.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So,
Yeah.
you want to do what?
I want to listen.
Thanks a lot. Keep
Yeah, but if you want to listen, you don't ask for communication channel.
I wanted to
Question.
start.
I need to know the concerns of the parents concerning this.
And who are you?
I'm a journalist. I just need to know the concerns of the parents concerning this.
Everybody
appraisal.
else can start if they want to.
Dear audience, thank you very much for mass media that are interested in the parents' opinion. Like a parent, I can say that
You want to
I
talk to the
am
Minister of Education?
direct responsible for fighting for the right, for the chance. We speak
Yes, all together, yeah.
So can you talk like this?
fight for the right of
What was
my
your question? I
children.
apologize.
And I am very
You're against that law.
Yes, because
I can't hear.
the students for low income families have no chance to develop their capabilities.
I think it's like this.
Build up coalition now. Build up coalition.
It is not
Student association.
I actually had a parliament, so from the parliament, but had a parliament.
I'm concerned about the fact that this law will not permit to students from low income families the access to education. It's not
Okay, I want
fair
to talk
for
to
them
them.
because a lot of students with capabilities and talents.
Actually, we will talk about it when this proposal is adopted by the parliament. Don't worry about
Why did you propose this law? What kind of situation will it have?
it. Parliament, right?
Yes.
It's because we have financial problems in our ministry, and it seems like we will not be able to cover expenses of university, administrative expenses of our university, so we will have to do something. Otherwise, we will have to go to the World Bank to loan money. You don't want to have your country forever in we perform cost-benefit analysis, and this is much more effective. It's much more effective. I mean, we shouldn't argue. We should support because you're from my party.
No one's talked to you yet. Nobody's talked to the head of higher education departments yet.
I want to ask European University Association.
Keep this. It's not on. Keep this.
Sorry.
I need to know your concern.
Are you paying university in the European Union?
Yes, we're looking for quality education, so if it means that they have to pay, then they have to pay.
See, in European Union they have to pay for this.
For quality of education.
Budget. You are working in my.
One part.
I am advisor to the ministry.
Okay, so what would you like to... No,
That's what I want to say to the parliament, is that we are in such critical moment that we need to have additional funding for our professors. We don't want to be uneducated country. It has to be like this.
Yes, what are your concerns?
You're not being consulted here. It's, the head of higher education department, Ministry of Education, is not being consulted about this.
I am Prime Minister.
I've been working increasingly in higher education for several years. You know, there's zonal relations to the introduction of fees and increasing quality.
So nobody.
It's an important contribution.
Yeah, but nobody considered the academy. This is the academy. So there is only politics.
Start communication.
But nobody asked me.
No, I mean, you should start one. You should initiate one.
Minister.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question for you. How can you afford your kids to buy computers and go out and you cannot afford education for them? It's more me. Do you want quality education? Are you with me? But you have a way. No, that's how it is.
I want to tell something to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister.
You need to address.
I got excluded.
You need to. Nobody's asking the manager of the university.
Yeah, we charge the fees.
It's a private university. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're already doing it. So your experience could be key to this conversation.
Yeah,
no
one is interested in it.
But you need to start a conversation then. You need to start a line of communication.
Don't have this tool.
You need to.
She was better in construction.
Because of the grants he got from the private universities. On the minister, you should
We have two options. I will have to inform you. One option is to have these.
Okay, folks, stop.
Stop. Okay. Minister said.
Please don't let it down. Okay, so try to get around to see each other. And I have a very simple question. What is this?
policy process.
Communication.
How would you call this thing?
Network. Public
Network.
A web, right? A web, a network, right?
A mess.
So, this is a mess. Yes, thank you. So, please keep it without moving it and have a look a little bit. So, what is going on if I go, for instance, here and I take one of these and I move it?
Such as not possible.
Everything shakes around, right? Okay, so would you please now slowly put it down without destroying it? Okay, down.
Now jump.
Put it down. Try to take off your fingers.
Doesn't work too well with the car.
Okay, now let's try to sit back in this, to stand. Stand back in the circle. Okay, you can also sit if you feel more comfortable. Anyway, so what happened here?
We couldn't hear each other.
We couldn't hear each other. Why? Why you couldn't hear?
Because I proposed that one person speaks at one time and no one wants to.
Yeah.
We had a proposal here from you on to speak one by one. Didn't happen. Why?
We didn't have communication channels.
She didn't hear.
But I was so sad.
We didn't have time.
Who was?
Nobody heard me.
Did we have any person who didn't manage to say anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so after he made this proposal, this manager of the university, he was completely excluded from the network. Nobody addressed him and he was not able to get a communication channel to address the others.
He's the university.
And he's manager of private university, which has a stand.
Did you try to address someone from the group?
No.
Not really.
I needed to have this channel, so I couldn't give me the word, even address me a question.
Nobody asked you anything. I mean,
you should protect your rights.
He was too silent, too quiet, if
because
compared with others.
Both results are positive.
I'm trying to be a nice
That's
person,
why no one is.
I don't like when people speak, like 10 people speak at one time, so just...
Okay.
But actually,
how does it
happen in reality? Either you will take a word and say what you want over someone, or you will be self-eliminated. Actually,
So, this is what is going on in reality, because normally when the policy debate starts, somebody come up with a problem and they put it on the market, on the public debates, and immediately a lot of others are jumping on the problem and they try to make their stand. Students try to make their positions, Ministry of Education is very loud and is fighting for their proposal. Consolidation person from the budget was blocked at a certain point with all the threads, right? You can look here. You know, density of the network is different, you know. Some people got it once or twice, some people got it many times, and, you know, communication got blocked there for a while. Because everyone wants to address in a certain directions, and some others who might have a stake, they are not very much addressed. European University Association, look, it had base probably, only once, yeah? Alright, so, the idea is that as Georgi said, sometimes in real life it happens in this way, and it is not easy to get involved. It is not easy because the debate goes up and up. It is not easy because on sensitive issues a lot of people are jumping and they are not always using rational way of communication as you want proposed. So many people are speaking in the same time, sometimes with loud voice, sometimes making scandal around the issues. So, finding your way in the network, it is not easy. On the other side, whatever you say when you participate in the debate, it's influencing, in a way, the position of the others. Because, you know, moving one of the threads moves the whole communication around. So, you have to be aware, on the one hand, about the influence that you can have, and on the other hand, about the complexity of the network and, you know, how you find the possibility to get in. It is not easy, it is not all the time rational and well organized. Most of the time in the real world it gets this messy aspect in which you have to find your way. So,